Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my review for Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now guys, the way I'm going to do this is basically I will split it up into different sections. There will be campaign, multiplayer, and the final section, which will be like other gripes and other like the pros and cons that don't really have anything to do with necessarily the campaign or the multiplayer, just more specific stuff. So yeah guys, just sit back, you know, maybe have a drink. Maybe you're just chilling, and maybe you're wondering if you want to get this game. So I'm gonna tell you whether or not you should get Battlefront 2. Please enjoy. The campaign for Battlefront 2 isn't anything groundbreaking, but it certainly isn't terrible. There are some really fun missions and some not so fun missions, character development, a coherent story, and a decent size with about 5-ish hours, which is still pretty short. I would rather it be longer, but I mean, at least it's something. First of all, without spoiling anything, the character of Iden Versio is pretty alright until something happens in the middle of the story that will kind of leave you scratching your head. Something happens right around the middle of the game that sort of changes the direction of the campaign. It feels a little out of place and was overall just a sort of weird decision on DICE's part. It doesn't break the immersion, it's just I don't really understand why they did it. Also, I have to take a second to just admire these cutscenes. The cutscenes are absolutely stunning. I'm so happy that we finally get to witness these beautiful cutscenes in the form of a campaign instead of little clips and survival missions from the first game. I'd have to say my biggest gripe with the campaign are a few missions where you play as the more iconic heroes instead of Iden Versio. It's still included in the story and it makes sense with the story, but it kind of sucks that we have this brand new character that we all want to learn about. You know, they have an interesting backstory and everything, but the game would rather have us play as Luke or Han every now and then. Once again, not a super big deal, it just kind of took me out of the story and it got annoying. Overall, the campaign is a 7 out of 10. Above average, pretty enjoyable, but just a little disappointing. Now to the big chunk of the game, multiplayer. This is what will fill the majority of your time playing this game, and I'm happy to say that it is an absolute blast, especially with friends. All of the modes feel unique in their own way. Two standout modes are Heroes vs. Villains and Galactic Assault. Heroes vs. Villains is by far my favorite. Playing as Darth Maul, fighting alongside Kylo Ren and Darth Vader, while fighting Luke, Rey, and Yoda is just an extremely fun time and never gets old.
Let's kill him.
Oh shit, wait, I think I'm the target.
Oh my god!
I am the target!
Oh, you're done. You are done, Lando. Come here! Come here! Yeah, dude, I'm slaughtering Lando! Jesus Christ!
Dude, he's like frozen.
It's Yoda. Kill Yoda. I am killing Yoda.
Oh, wait, I'm the target,
Yoda.
I gotta go.
I just killed Lando and Yoda all at once. Oh god.
I have a 3-player.
What's happening to me? What's happening to me? Come here, on!
Oh my god, dude, he's done. He's done. Get him.
Oh my god, dude, I just like chased him down. Victory.
Dude, I like held him.
Dude, that was fun.
Galactic Assault is also a huge amount of fun. Partaking in these gigantic battles on planets like Kashyyyk, Starkiller Base, Camino, Mos Eisley, and more is just such an epic and fun experience, once again, especially with friends. On some of these maps, the beautiful graphics are even more apparent, and you just have to give credit where credit is due. Some of these planets are just gorgeous and stunning, and the visual team did an amazing job with their part on this game, and they have to get credit for that.
Oh my god, hold on. Can we just appreciate the freaking graphics?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a lot better than I thought. Holy shit, look at that, dude, look, it's moving.
What? Ooh, dude, it's like Humunculus. Oh, dude, the Humunculus stuck its teeth in here. It's like a loud.
I'm just talking to my mom and I hear you talking about Humunculus.
Dude, it's freaking, it's claw thing just stuck in here.
A few of the other modes are Starfighter Assault, which is greatly improved from the last game. One thing that I really enjoy about flying in this game is that when you're attacking an enemy ship, a circle appears in front of it, which helps you actually get any hits on the enemy. It's a great mechanic, and it is a great addition to flying. I never really asked for it, but hey, it improved upon the last game, which is all that we really needed. To be honest, I've never really been into flying in video games. It's nothing against the way it works in video games. It's never really been my cup of tea. I love being more boots on the ground and, you know, being in these gigantic wars on the ground instead of in space. But even for me, this mode was pretty fun. Another mode is Strike, a smaller mode with an objective as opposed to just Team Deathmatch, which brings us to the last mode, Blast. Blast is the usual team deathmatch mode that we saw in the last game. Nothing has really changed, it's still as fun and laid back as it was back then. Now, I do have one really big gripe with the multiplayer, the squad system. It's awful. It is genuinely bad. You won't really notice it if you're playing alone, but if you're playing with a friend, it's extremely infuriating. You'll rarely spawn with your friend. Normally you guys will end up across the map and you have to run all the way through it just to finally find each other.
I hate how you can't spawn on me. They said
Yeah,
that they're
that's
gonna fix
pretty
it. They said that they're already working on a fix.
Fortunately, DICE has said that they're changing this in a future update, which is good, but it should have been changed when the game came out. Honestly, the partner system from Battlefront 2015 was perfect in my opinion. Why not just implement that again and maybe make it similar to the Battlefield 1 squad system? I don't know, I'm just throwing around ideas. Whatever they do, I sure hope it's better than it is right now. Overall, the multiplayer is extremely fun and will keep you playing for hours on end. The only problem is that one squad system, man. The multiplayer gets a solid 8 out of 10. Now for the more specific stuff. There isn't really any customization. Now, they have said that it's coming in a future update, but still, it should have been in the game when it came out. I want it to be different from Battlefront 2015's customization, though. I've heard that you'll be able to have clone legions and stuff, which will be really cool to see. I wish it was already in the game. Another gripe I have is that some of the heroes and villains are locked. This definitely is not as terrible and game-breaking as a lot of people are saying. It's a little annoying. Luckily, they dropped the price of heroes and villains like Darth Vader from 60,000 credits, which is ridiculous, to 15,000 credits, which is so much better. It's still not great, it's not free, but it's better. I wish that all the heroes and villains are free, but it gives you another thing to work towards. A really cool addition is milestones, which are like in-game challenges. Basically, by doing things in the game, you get rewards. It encourages playing more and is overall just a great addition that'll keep you coming back for a while. Another great thing is the inclusion of free DLC. This is extremely awesome and I'm super happy with it. No longer will the community be split up into different DLC maps like the 2015 game. After games like Halo 5 implemented free DLC, I was happy to hear that Battlefront was finally implementing it. I really hope that this is a wake-up call to other companies and will hopefully make them do it too. It adds more content without having to split up the community behind a wall that they have to pay money to get through. My last thing is the class system. I really enjoy this. You no longer feel like a random troop with a random gun and random abilities like you did in the first game. Now you feel like you're part of an actual army. It's just a good game mechanic and it helps build the immersion of an actual army. Alright guys, my final verdict of the game is a 7 out of 10. It isn't great, it isn't bad. It's a good, solid game that I'm excited to get built upon and hopefully get to that 8 out of 10, or maybe 9 out of 10 spot, or maybe even 10 out of 10. Probably not 10 out of 10, but still, I'm super excited to see it get built upon with the free DLC down the line. If you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe. What the? Angry Video Game Critic, what are you doing here?
You know why I'm here. You forgot to mention the most important thing about this game.
What? I mentioned about everything.
So I'm guessing EA is paying you not to talk about the microtransactions, huh? Huh?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm pretty sure they took it out though.
You fool! They took it out temporarily, which means that they're gonna add it back. They're destroying this game with its pay-to-win formula.
Not really. I've been having the time of my life with this game, and I haven't paid a single extra dime.
What about how you have to play 40 hours just to get Darth Vader? It's outrageous! Even though it's such a small part of the game and I'm focusing on when really there's so much more to the game, but instead I'm just talking all about the microtransactions, even though they're not even in the game anymore.
Fine. I'll talk about the microtransactions. I have to mentally prepare myself for all the dislikes, though. Okay, so yeah, the microtransactions. The so-called pay-to-win formula that every human has been talking about. First off, the game isn't even close to being pay-to-win. Even when it did have microtransactions, they took down the price of the heroes and the villains drastically, making it so much easier to get. Once again, you know my gripe with that. It should have been free, but it's so much better than it was. I mean, they have to get money somehow. Would you rather have DLC that splits up the community or microtransactions that don't even really affect the gameplay? And that's coming from a guy who's played every mode, played the campaign, played every class, It sounds like most people just want everything to be free, which I sort of understand. But like I said, they have to make money somehow. They have to be able to support the next few years with all the free DLC, future games, and everything like that. I've never bought microtransactions before, and it's never affected me before, in any game, at all. If you haven't bought the game because of the stupid controversy, please look past it. Behind these ridiculous reviews where the reviewer only talks about the pay-to-win formula is a fun and growing game that provides so many cool experiences that you guys are missing out on. In just these few days, me and my buddy have had some really cool experiences. For instance, one of our matches turned into a huge tug-of-war match at the staircase of Starkiller Base. This resulted in an extra 30 to 40 minutes where it's just an all-out war. My friend had an idea to become a suicide bomber.
Jesus Christ, did you just suicide bomb?
Yeah, I did. Dude, I'm gonna keep doing it because
Dude, another person just suicide bomb. Dude, it's just a kamikaze.
He'd constantly spawn as a TIE fighter and slam right into the clusters of the enemy team.
We've been in here for like 20 years. Yeah, I'm gonna suicide bomb, dude. I'm in the mood.
Dude, I just got 3 kills from suicide bombing.
I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood for a suicide bomb today.
Dude, how is it still going on? Just fucking move.
Dude, this is probably I think this is the longest match we've been in.
Yeah,
we're like an all-out war, dude. There's suicide bombers. There's just a
dude,
war after
yeah.
war.
Dude, it's literally.
All right, I'm gonna go suicide bomb. There goes up another ship. Oh, look who it is, Wayland. Jesus Christ, dude.
Dude, I got like 5 people.
Oh my God, dude. Dude, how long has this match been going on for? Can we see?
Dude, I've been sending out like so many suicide bombs. I have no idea what's happening.
This match has been going on forever, dude.
Oh wait, finally!
It ended! Oh my God.
It was an absolute blast and felt like a real war where we had to use tactics and strategy. The match ended up being about an hour long and was one of the most fun experiences I've ever had in gaming. It's things like this that you guys are missing out on, so please, form your own opinion. Stop listening to butthurt people who just can't be happy with anything, and come play Battlefront 2. It is worth the $60. Alright guys, thanks for watching.